Guys, welcome to my channel Biography of Great Scientist. Today I have prepared a new video for you, and the topic of today's video is the scientist Ibn Al-Haytham. So before we start the video, please subscribe my channel and don't forget to like the video. Thank you. So guys, Ibn al-Haytham is also known Alhazen. He was an Islamic mathematician who wrote early works on optics as well as geometry and number story. He is sometimes called al-Basri, meaning from the city of Basra in Iraq, and sometimes called al-Misri, meaning that he came from Egypt. He is often known as Alhazen, which is the Latinish version of the first name Al-Hasan. We shall discuss about his life and his achievements. Since the main events that we know of in Ibn al-Haytham's life involves his time in the Egypt, we should set the scene regarding that the country. The Fatimid political and the religious dynasty took his name from the Fatima, the daughter of the Prophet Muhammad Sallallahu. Ibn al-Haytham's writings are too extensive for us to be able to cover even a reasonable amount. He seems to have written around 92 works, of which remarkably over 55 have survived. The main topics on which he wrote were optics, including a theory of light and a theory of vision, astronomy, and mathematics, including geometry and number theory. We will give at least an indication of his contribution to these areas. A seven-volume work on optics, Kitab al-Manazir, is considered by many to be Ibn al-Haytham's most important contribution. It was translated into Latin as Opticae Theosarii al-Hazni in 1270. The previous major work on optics had been Ptolemy and Almagest. Although Ibn al-Haytham's work did not have an influence to equal that of Ptolemy's. So, guys, also in the book, Ibn al-Haytham makes it clear that his investigations of light will be based on experimental evidence rather than on abstract theory. He notes that light is the same irrespective of the source and gives the example of sunlight, light from a fire, or light reflected from a mirror, which are all of the same nature. Book 2 of the Optics discusses visual perception, while Book 3 examines the condition necessary for good vision and how errors in vision are caused. From a mathematical point of view, Book 4 is one of the most important since it discusses the theory of reflection. Ibn al-Haytham's study of refraction led him to propose that the atmosphere had a finite depth of about 15 km. He explained the twilight by refraction of sunlight once the sun was less than 90 degrees below the horizon. One of the mathematical problems which Ibn al-Haytham attacked was the problem of squaring the circle. He wrote a work on the area of Lyons and also then wrote the first of two treatises on squaring the circle using Lyons. However, seems to have realized that he could not solve the problem for his promised second treatise on the topic ever appeared. Whether Ibn al-Haytham suspected that the problem was insoluble or whether he only realized that he could not solve it in an interesting question which will never be answered. In number theory, al-Haytham solved problem involving congruence using what is now called Wilson's theorem. Ibn al-Haytham's main purpose in analysis and synthesis is to study the methods mathematicians use to solve problems. The ancient Greek used to analysis to solve geometric problems, but Ibn al-Haytham sees it as a more general mathematical method which can be applied to other problems such as those in algebra. In this work, Ibn al-Haytham realizes that analysis was not an algorithm which could automatically be applied using given rules, but he realizes that the method requires institution. So, guys, it was the some biography and work of the scientist Ibn al-Haytham. Hopefully, this short information about that scientist was informative for you. Please keep in touch with the channel for information about more scientists. So, till then, goodbye.